Okay, we're back. Part two of greens. What I was saying about greens was that equivalent to 6 to 8 fruits and vegetables. Now, nobody gets to 6 to 8 fruits and vegetables a day. Nobody. What I love about this product is that you know how bad kids eat. Now, if you give your kids 2 scoops of this, or 1 scoop, I always give my kids one, and adults take two, in the morning, you at least know that they're getting some good food that day. And what I love about the greens is you can put it in anything. You can sprinkle it in cereal, you can put it in yogurt, you can put it in orange juice, and if you put it in your kids' orange juice and put a lid on, they won't even know what's in there. Now, it's going to turn the color of whatever you put it into a yucky kind of green, but it does not taste bad. In fact, what I love about the greens is that it does taste good, actually, and it even smells orangey. It's orange flavored. Um, Now, if you cannot drink it, I haven't met anybody yet, that couldn't. But I do have people that prefer putting it in a capsule. You can actually go to your health food store. You can purchase capsules. They're just empty capsules, and you can take a little medicine dropper and fill the capsules up, and you can take your greens orally that way, if that makes it easier for you. So that's another option you can tell people at your parties. Now, this is how I explain greens at parties. Imagine your pool in the summertime when it gets green, okay? Now, if you let that pool go for a while, it gets even more green, and then some stuff starts to grow in there, and it starts to really look sick. Now, you wouldn't let your kid swim in that green pool, right? I wouldn't. Now, when you test it with the pool tester kit. It shows that the alkalinity is off. The pool is not balanced. So you go to the pool store, you buy some chlorine or shock or whatever they tell you, and you go home and you make it so it's clear again so you can swim in it. Well, the inside of our bodies look green like that all of the time. Human beings are very, very acidic people because of the horrible processed things that we put in our body. Pop, coffee, you name it. We all drink something. We all put something in our body that makes us acidic. There are very few people that are just alkaline. You have to have the best of diets. And people wouldn't let their kids swim in that green pool, but yet we do nothing about the fact that our kids, the inside of our children's bodies and our bodies look that green all the time. Now, what do you think can grow in that kind of environment? Yeast, molds, disease, sickness, all of that. So taking those greens every day is like the chlorine to that pool. It's clearing it. It's going to be clear in there. It gives disease and sickness, yeast, molds, no place to grow. But the best thing about our greens is it doesn't give cancer a place to grow because cancer thrives and grows in an acidic environment. So taking those greens is going to give cancer no place to go, and you're going to notice you don't catch colds. If you do catch a cold, it's half the life expectancy that you usually have. My family's been on the greens for over a year now, and nobody's caught so much as a cold. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing what greens do for you. And not only that, but greens give you that natural energy. I wouldn't recommend anyone taking it after 7 o'clock at night because it can keep you up. It's not heart racing. So I love that it's just a natural energy. It's like you don't hit that 2 o'clock wall during the day. And also greens curb your appetite because when your body's giving everything it needs, you don't have cravings. So you're going to see some weight loss with greens too. So that's basically our greens in the nutshell. Fat Fighter with Carb Inhibitor. Probably my number 3 seller in the company after greens in the wrap. Fat Fighters are actually, has neopetunia in it, which is a cactus leaf. And basically this cactus absorbs the carbs and the fat and the food you eat. So not only is Fat Fighter amazing for people that are just trying to lose weight, but it's also amazing for people that are diabetic because it really regulates blood sugar. In fact, in other countries, there's something in our Fat Fighter called chromium, and in other countries, they use chromium to actually treat type 2 diabetics. Now remember, if you're type 1 diabetic, you always are going to need insulin. Your body does not produce it. This is not going to cure you, but it can help regulate your blood sugar. And with type 2, I've even helped people get off their diabetic meds, including my husband, so that I know it works. My cholesterol level also went from 218 to 198. within the first 3 months of me using it, and I saw about 10 pounds lost those 3 months. So it's kind of like a cheat. You know, if you are dieting, you don't want to take these after every meal. Your body does need some fat to live. You want to take them when you eat bad things. Take one maybe after a dessert. Take two after a big dinner, high in carbs and fat. But if you were going to eat a salad or some fruits, I wouldn't take Fat Fighter. So be selective. There may be even some days that you don't even need to take it. For $23 as a distributor, a loyal customer, it's just an amazing tool. I love having it there. And it's changed our lives. Fat Fighter has literally changed our life. And you can actually watch the Fat Fighter demonstration. If you just simply go to YouTube and put it in and put in Fat Fighter demonstration, there'd be about 5 or 10 that pop up that you can actually watch. And you can see those done at your party, so those are awesome. Regular. Regular is just awesome. Regular is actually made from an aged tree bark. And basically in other countries it's used to help people with IBS, Crohn's disease, things like that. What I love about regular is that regular is going to do exactly what it says. Whether you go too much or you don't go enough, it's going to make you regular. So I really love what regular does for people. Also, colon cancer is running rampant. Everyone, whether they go to the bathroom normally, even if they think they do, once a day, we should really be going to the bathroom once every time after we eat, just like a baby or a dog. Every time they eat, they poop. That's what we should be doing. You can imagine that our intestines are I don't know how many feet long, 27 feet long or something like that. And we can store up to 5 full meals in there. So if you're only going to the bathroom once a day, really think about how much are you eliminating. And disease thrives in the colon. There's a saying that says, you know, all disease starts and lives in the colon, and it is true. A horrible colon can cause colon cancer. A horrible colon can cause you to feel tired and lethargic. It can help you, it can make you gain weight. So it all starts with the colon. And Dr. Don always says the road to good health is led with good intestines. It's true. And you wouldn't believe your first week on regular, 7 pounds, 5 to 7 pounds. That is how much is up there, even if you go normally. So the people that go normally, I always suggest that they get on regular for once a month, every 6 months, just as a really good colon cleanse. And believe me, it's probably much more comfortable than the colonics thing. So I definitely recommend that. And then with regular, you also want to make sure you're taking it as directed, and you can wean off of it. That's the other thing. There's a lot of things out there you can get hooked on. X-Lax, any kind of laxative. Those your body starts to become dependent on. You can't even go anymore unless you take them. But regular is very special because the ingredients in there help train your colon walls to contract normally so that you can wean off of them. So people that are normally constipated can wean off of them and start going to the bathroom normally or regularly for the first time in their life for some people. So it's really, really amazing what regular does. And just remember, I would recommend anybody, just a little tip, if you find somebody not losing inches with the wrap, not seeing results with the wrap, take them off the wrap for 1 month and put them on Vitals, Greens, and regular for 1 month. Then have them wrap again the next month and see the results. It can really make a huge difference. The Ultimate ThermoFit. Ultimate ThermoFit has Capsimax in it and the acai berry. You say it 50 different ways. But those two blends of herbs work together so well. Capsimax is a red hot pepper blend, and if you put that on your tongue, people will get it down quickly. I recommend that you take the ThermoFit with a cracker or eat it with a meal because it is spicy. So on an empty stomach, it could upset someone's stomach. If you've ever heard of anyone saying that, it's probably because they did not eat with it. And ThermoFit boosts the metabolism. So if you go to work out, the number of calories you normally burn, you're going to double and even triple those. What I love about ThermoFit the most is that, you know how maybe you're very healthy. Maybe you work out daily and maybe you hit a wall and you have not lost a pound. The problem is that our bodies get used to what we normally do and we stop losing. ThermoFit is going to push you over the edge and help you get over that hump, over that plateau and start losing again. The other thing I sell ThermoFit for is it has the same amount of B12 in it as one of those 5-hour energy drinks from the store. But the difference is not only is the difference that it's only like 39 cents a pill, which those 5-hour energy drinks are like $4.99. So this is a way you can market this. But it also is much healthier and safer for your body, and you don't get a crash like you do with those 5-hour energy drinks. ThermoFit is also great for people with thyroid disease. In other countries, they use a couple of the herbs in ThermoFit for people with thyroid disease. Confianza. Confianza is for stress, emotional stress, physical stress, you name it, it's for stress. It's also been known to help people with ADD. People that have had panic disorders. Confianza is also has something good for your libido in it. Low sex drive. It's been known to take place of the that pill, the purple pill, I think they call it for men. So definitely a great product. My son is off his Adderall because of it. I'm not claiming that it does anything, but for him it has worked. And I'm off my Zoloft because of it. I just love it. It calms you, brings you to a center, and it's just amazing, amazing stuff. New You 3.0, one of my favorite products. This is life-changing. New You 3.0 is also known as the Fountain of Youth, or I call it 18 again, because anybody I put on this product actually calls me after the first month, and they're like, I feel 18 again. Basically, New You I would not recommend for anybody under the age of 30 years old. Yes, I know I'm drinking Mountain Dew. It's bad for me, but it's also very late at night, and I'm doing this video. It's keeping me up. Don't tell anybody. New You is pretty much for people over the age of 30, because what New You does is it sparks our pituitary gland, which produces our human growth hormone. It sparks that gland to keep producing the human growth hormone as if you were still 18 years old. Now what happens is after the age of 30, every single year after the age of 30, that gland stops producing the human growth hormone little by little by little every year after that. Now this hormone in our body is responsible for everything under the sun. It's responsible for us not sleeping as well anymore after 30. We wake up a million times. It's responsible for us going, where's my car keys? Where's my purse? Why did I come into this room? So it affects our memory. New You, it makes us gain weight in weird places where we never... New You doesn't, but the human growth hormone dissipating makes us gain weight in weird places that we never did before, right in the middle. You know how you never had to worry about that, and now you started gaining weight in weird areas. New You is also, or the human growth hormone dissipating is also the reason why after you work out, it seems like there's a harder recovery time. It's also why it's harder for you to build muscle mass. All of this is that human growth hormone is responsible. That's dissipating, and it's harder for you to do these things. It basically is bringing on aging. It's also responsible for heart disease. It can aid in heart disease, strokes, menopause, Alzheimer's disease, dementia. All of that is the human growth hormone. So if we can stop your human growth hormone from dissipating and keep it producing just like it always did, it's like the fountain of youth. It helps your skin, the way you look. It keeps you looking younger on the outside. All of this is in one huge pill called New You 3.0. It's absolutely amazing. It will change your life. I've even helped people that grandmothers have onset of Alzheimer's. Their memories have gotten better. People with sleeping issues, I always say they sleep like a baby. Remembering things clear as day. Working out, building muscle mass, really great for bodybuilders and stuff like that. New You is just simply one of the best supplements I think that we carry. Great for people with high cholesterol, high blood pressure. New You is just so good for so many things. So if you've got a question, put it out there on one of our Facebook pages, and you know, if all else fails, New You. That's what I always say. And watch the third part of this video so we can finish the rest of the products.